Hello everyone. Today we are going to learn about PowerPoint presentation. Let's see what is a presentation. Basically, the presentation is to communicate information or media through a series of slides. So we can convey our ideas to an audience using number of slides in an attractive way. For this we use Microsoft PowerPoint to create the presentations. First feature we are going to learn how to insert an audio file. There are three ways of inserting an audio file. One is we can insert saved file from our computer, and the second one we can insert it online, and we can record our sound clips and insert. Firstly, let's see how to insert a saved audio file. To do this, you first go to Insert tab and then click on Audios. Then there you select Audio on my PC. After that, you will get this screen. You can select the audio clip from here and simply click on Insert button to insert the audio file to your presentation. So we can do it online also. Same way, we have to click on the Insert tab and then click Online Audio. Earlier we chose Audio on my PC. This time we are choosing Online Audio. The third option, we can insert an recorded audio file. To do that, go to Insert tab and then select Audio. Under this you can select Record Audio. Then you will get this window. First you give a name to your recorded sound clip, and then you can click on this button to record your sound clip. Once you are done with that, you can click on this button to stop recording and simply click on OK to get the sound clip on your PowerPoint presentation. It will look like this. Once you select this sound clip, you will see this blue color contact specific tabs. That is an extra tab. Earlier it was not there. Once you click on the sound clip only, you will see this tab. So once you go to Playback tab, you can customize your audio clip. You can play your audio clip using play button. You can trim your audio clip. That means you can cut down the unwanted parts from the audio clip. And the next option is volume. You can click down the arrow under the volume option to change the audio volume. And the next one is fade duration. You can start the audio with a fade in effect and end it with a fade out effect. The duration for fade in and fade out can be specified in the fade in and fade out box like shown here. And the next one is start. You can start on your mouse click, or you can start on whether the audio file starts automatically or when the mouse click. So you can select either one option and play across the side. The next option is play across the slides. You can select these options to keep replaying the audio during the slideshow until it is stopped. Then the next option is loop until stop. You can select this option to keep replaying the audio during the slideshow until it is stopped. And the next one is hide during show. You can select this option to hide the audio clip icon during the slideshow. And the next option is rewind after playing. Using this option, you can return the audio file to the beginning. That means you can play again and again using this option. The same way we can insert video files from our computer. First, we will see how to insert a video file from online. Like earlier we did for audio files, you go to insert tab, then you select video instead of selecting the audio. Then you can select online video, or you can select video on my PC. Once you select video on my PC, you will get this screen. Then you select the video clip you want to play and click on insert. Then you can do it online also. Simply select the online video in the insert tab under the video command button. Once your video clip has been inserted to the PowerPoint presentation, you can play the video. Select the video clip and simply click on this play button to play the video. Same way you can customize the video files also as we did with the audio files. You select the video clip and then you will get this blue color contact specific tab. Under that tab, select the playback tab. You will find the options there. You can play the video, you can trim the video. Same options we did in the audio clip, you will have same options in this video clip also. You can do the same thing what you have done for the audio clips to this video clip. And the next one is we are going to learn about animation effects. There are 4 types: entrance effects, emphasis effects and exit effects, and the last one is motion path. These are in the animation tabs of the PowerPoint. Once you click on the animation tabs, you will get these icons. The green color ones are entrance animations. We use these entrance animations to introduce our objects within the slide. We can decide how to enter our objects into the slides. And the next one is emphasis animations. So we can give these animation to move within the slide. Our objects can move within the slide. After entering, we can give these emphasis animations to move our objects. And the next one is exit animation. These are used to take off our objects from the slides. How you do this with the exit effect? We can give exit animations to go out our objects from our slides. And the next one is motion paths. So we can give a path to our objects. We can decide which path this object has to move within the slides. We can customize the path. So for this we use motion path. Once you put the animations, you will see these numbers next to the contents in your slides, and also in the slides pane you will see these stars next to the slides after putting the animations. Other thing is, once you select an animation, there are special features belongs to that specific animation. If we take wipe animation type, that is an entrance animation type, we can decide how it wipes, whether it's from the bottom to top or top to bottom or left to right or right to left. We can decide it from here. And we can add more than one animation to one object. To do this, you go to the animation tab, and there, without going to the normal animation effects, you select add animation button, and under that you will find the same animation effects. There you can select more than one animation to an object. Once you put more than one animation to an object, one object will contain two numbers. And the other feature is animation pan. To display this animation pan, click on animation pan in the animation tab. Then you will get this animation pan. These are the animations you have put this into this picture. We have put 4 animations there. So we can reorder those animations. Now this is the default ordering type we had for our object, the animations. As an example, if we want to move this number 1 animation to another place, simply drag and drop this animation. You can notice now the first animation is in the 3rd position after changing this order. And we can set in the start options also. Same like earlier, go to animation pan and select one animation and click on the drop down arrow. Then you will get this menu. You can select one option here. You can select whether to start on mouse click or whether to start with the previous one or one after the previous one ends. You can select those options from here. And the next one is transitions. This is different from animations. We put transitions to slides, that means moving one slide to another only we put transitions, not to the content within the slides. To do this, you go to transition tab and click down this small arrow. You will get these transition effects. You can set sounds for transition. You can add a sound. You can set a time duration for transitions and setting a slide timing. You can do it in 2 ways. First method is can set manually and you can set it automatically. Firstly, we see how do we do this manually. In the transition tab, once you put the transition and once you click this relevant object, you will see this contact specific tab, a purple color tab. Then there you can untick the mouse click box and then you can tick on this after box, then you can select a time duration there. You can set the timing automatically. First select the slideshow tab, then select rehearse timing. Then you will direct to the PowerPoint presentation mode. There you can see automatically these are recording with the timing here. Finally, we can learn how to print a presentation. To print a presentation, go to File tab. Then you will get this window. Select Print option there. Once you select print, you will have lot of options. You can select a printer from clicking this drop down arrow, and you can select whether you want to print all the slides or you want to print just the selected slides. It can be selected by here. And you can print more than one copies. That copies can be collated or uncollated. Collated means you will get the first page, second page, third page, and again the first page, second page, third page, like that order. Uncollated means you will firstly get all the first pages and then all the second pages and then the copies of all the third pages. And you can choose a color mode. You can select whether it's a grayscale or it's a color or it's black and white. And then finally you click on print button to get the printout. Now you have learned a lot about PowerPoint. Lot of features you have learned. Now let's discuss some questions. Choose the correct answer for this. Which tab has the option print PowerPoint slides? So there are 4 answers: animation tab, design tab, slideshow and file tab. Print option we can find only in the file tab. Second one, not a category under the animation. We know that there are 4 animation types: entrance, exit, emphasis and motion paths. The answer is enhance. Enhance is not a category of the animation effects. Mark true or false. First one, a transition effect can be applied to the individual objects on the slides. That is wrong. Actually, the animations can be applied to the objects in the slides, not the transitions. There are 4 categories of animation effects. Yes, there are 4 categories. We have learned exit, entrance, emphasis and motion paths. That is true. You can apply multiple animation effects on the objects. Yes, we can apply more than one animation at a time for a given object. That is also true. You can only see the animations and transitions effects by running the slideshow. That is wrong. Actually, we can see those things when we are in the editing mode also. So I hope you all had a great time with me and you have learned a lot about the PowerPoint presentations. So thank you very much, children. Have a nice day.